Alright, we're making lasagna. There's some of the ingredients. We don't need this. It's tuck. We don't need that. Maybe I need to tuck this in, you know. It's one of the ingredients. I broke it last night. Alright, let's chop this up before you guys get too envious. You only want to take about this much. Because this way you're gonna need this to feed your pets. This is like a get out of work free card. You just be like, yeah, I can't come to work. I have worms. I got them on my table. We're gonna break it in half, you know. Oh no, it broke it lengthwise. We'll just have to chop them up like this, you know. And there you go. And it don't matter if they're not the exact same size or shape, you know. It's a blind person could never tell. Do blind people have sexualities? How would they know? How can they tell? And there's a Swedish secret. Any Swede will tell you. You can ask all of us, you know. We all keep our onions in here, like under the oven thing. It's because it's easy to remember, like onion, oven. These are kind of tiny, so we'll do a few of them. Because you can never over onion lasagna. There you go, we got some onions. Alright, so our meat stop. It's frozen. So we gotta boil it. You're gonna make the stop being frozen. We'll come back to this. Sausage, you know, any spicy sausage will do is grab it. What this is gonna do is gonna make your lasagna more sausage-like. Just remove the case and move the casing from there. In case you were wondering, half them up again, and chop them up, you know. And remember, blind people don't know what kind of sex they like, so like the shape and the size, it doesn't matter. Alright, we came back to it. They're good, they're like nice and mushy. And we can't forget about the garlic, you know. Oh. Dude, if I could have like any job in the world, it would be like peeling garlic. Dude, if it wasn't like a time limit, I could sit at home and peel garlic to like to watch a movie, something would be great. Listen to this. Garlic ASMR win. The same with garlic. There's no such thing as too much of it. Start us off with some olive oil there. Alright, the sausage goes in first. When they seem about done, go ahead and pull them out. Pull them out of there. Everyone gets their time in the pot, you know. Everyone gets their time in. There you go. Now it's time for the next customer. It's the mushy meat goes in, you know. You gotta be quick here so it doesn't just fuck up, you know. Fuck it up! We gotta season it. It needs to be salted. It just needs to be salted, you know. And then pepper, use this amount. If you have exactly this amount left, then that's the exact amount you're using. Pepper also, more is always more. And then some oregano. Just get some of that in there, you know. Remind me to add more of this later. Just let it boil off all the excess water that was inside the meat. Alright, get them out there. They're definitely done now. Bath time is over for the meat. And now it's time for everyone else to get into the pot koozie, you know. And the kabrouts. You can add a bit more oil here though. The meat stole some of it. And then remember, it's important to salt, man. Always a salt. Always a bit more salt is what I meant. That's what I meant, don't do. And a bit of pepper. It's a grinding one, but I only have one hand. Alright, they've softened up like after 2 minutes of love making. It's time to add the garlic. Garlic goes in last because it burns faster, so it needs. Just put it in last. It's better. And then we're gonna add the wine. You know, this is normal like maitlegnings wine. Because no real alcoholic would use their own real proper. Don't. And if you want to be fancy, you can mix this with a little bit of vodka or a lot of bit of vodka for like those romantic nights with the missus. Doesn't even have to be your missus. You know, just someone's missing her. She's missing. That's the important part. All right, it's a little bit much, but it's gonna boil off and reduce. You know, like my wife reduced my ability to love again. You can also use white wine, you know. There's no real difference. It's just kind of what color you prefer. So that seems about good. Now you're gonna ask, like, how do I know when it's done reducing, you know? And then we'll add a tomato. I got some chili flavored one because I'm not a bitch. Get them in there. And now what you're gonna do, you're gonna rinse these off with water and put that inside. And also the other one. You do this so your son can't waddle up to the garbage can and lick these clean later. It's important. Alright, it looks good. And if you haven't salted it in a while, just go ahead. Just make sure it never forgets. Also get some pepper and this amount of chili flakes. There you go. And now it's finally time for the meat to join the party. They get to go back and hang out with you. Make them acquainted. And then we'll add some Lager blades. Just a few Lager blades. This is for taste. Alright, let that come up to a boil and then we'll bring it down low. Low. There you go. Alright, now they're gonna hang out there for like an hour and a half, you know, like low and slow like my freshly crippled son. Oh, what the fuck, it didn't remind me about the oregano. The oregano also, some more oregano. Also, it's actually possible to make your own bechamel sauce, cause I don't want to, so just buy them. You gotta boil them in a pot to make it warm. Actual life hacks. You don't have to clean the pot. It becomes warm. What? It's perfect. Shut up. Time to layer it. Also, I wrote layer to get out your Lager blades. Whenever you see one, just fish them out of there. Ow. So the sauce is your childhood, right? And then that's pushed down by your mistakes and regrets. Followed, of course, by more trauma, and topped off with everyone who's hurt you, you know. So the cheeses, we do mozzarellas, and then the parmesan. It's always worth getting a little bit more expensive parmesan. It's definitely worth at the taste. And then the unhomemade bechamel. No shame to not make your own besh. And then you keep doing this until you have... There you go, you just keep piling it on until you run out of personality ingredients for your pasta trauma cake. It gets tin-foiled, not too tight. 150, you know, for half an hour. We'll come back to this in half an hour to remove the tinfoil. And we'll get it off. Jesus. And then another half hour without the foils. Did you know these never get hot in the oven? Cool, right? And there we go. See this sloppy mess is what it looks like if you don't let it rest. And this is how it looks if you let it rest for an hour. See how much better rested for an hour. Also, lower chance of burning your mouth hole if it's rested.